What's up, guys? It's John here. I'm a real estate agent in North Idaho. Ignore the mess in the background. My wife and I are actually cleaning up. We're moving into this 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. We just sold our house probably a mile down the road, made tons of money on it, and we're looking for our next deal. Now, I want to make a series of videos answering the questions that I get asked the most as a real estate agent from first-time home buyers to really maybe simplify the process a little bit for you. Now, I've been selling real estate actively in North Idaho for going over 5 years, and I'm not saying 5 years gives you the knowledge to know everything about real estate, about everything that happens and the ins and outs of it, but it's really given me enough perspective and enough experience to really go over and explain a lot of stuff that you're just not gonna know unless you ask a professional. Now, this first video is gonna be aimed towards first-time home buyers, and I'm looking at you. You might be looking at buying a home maybe this summer. We're kind of dead in the season, and again, with a competitive market, you're gonna need to be equipped with as much knowledge as possible. All right, so question number one, and it's one that I get asked quite often, whether it's via email, Facebook Messenger, or when I'm even meeting with clients face-to-face. Now, a lot of times it goes something like this.
Why should I even hire a real estate agent? Agents make too much money. I can just look on Zillow, dislike, and sub.
Now, this is one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear all the time, especially from first-time home buyers, and it could be the shows they're watching. I'm really not sure why a lot of people have this idea in their head, but that's just simply not the case. Okay, look, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, and again, it's not even a secret. It's just not a lot of people really even know, especially when they're buying their first house. But working with a real estate agent on the buy side, so if you're looking to purchase a home, to buy is free. But granted, there are a lot of factors to that. I mean, you could potentially be buying it for sale by owner, but in most cases, when a property is listed on the MLS or is listed with a listing agent, they've negotiated a commission. And that commission is going to be split between that listing agent and the buyer's agent. So in all reality, you as the buyer, not having to pay anything, you really should get the best representation possible. Now, I get it. A lot of people end up cringing when they hear the word realtor. But we're not all that bad. And in most cases, especially when you're looking to buy a home, you're gonna end up saving more money working with one. Again, you're not even paying for one, but they've negotiated a lot more than you. I can promise you that. Most people on average buy or sell a home every 7 years. An agent, if they're even decent, sell probably at least one home a month. That's a lot more than the average person selling their home every 7 years. Now, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. I'm just a big proponent of hiring a professional, whether it's buying real estate, whether it's negotiating a contract. I mean, you're not gonna go to court without an attorney. And honestly, if you do, that's probably a pretty bad idea. And this is the same thing, except again, you're not gonna be paying for one. Now, as everybody knows, I love free stuff. So go out there, interview a couple of agents, and find one that's really gonna work for you, again, for free. Now, that's gonna bring me to question number 2, and really it's more of a recommendation from me to you, and it's probably gonna save you a lot of headache. And that recommendation is, not surprising, get pre-approved. I can't tell you, and I can't stress this enough, get pre-approved before you start looking for a home where you're probably gonna have a bad time. Now, there's nothing worse than going out there, looking at home after home after home, and now when you found the perfect one, the one that you can see yourself living in for a long, long time, finding out you can't afford it. Then you're gonna end up probably crying because you're emotionally invested in the property, and then everything after that, once you find out what you really can afford, is not gonna compare to what you were looking at because it had this beautiful kitchen or the floor plan is just fantastic, and then it's just gonna be a bad day. So if you made it to this far in the video, you're one step closer not to have a shitty time. Congratulations. So now the question is, how do I get pre-approved? Who do I talk to? Am I just gonna fill out a form online and then just get this email saying, oh wow, I can buy a $500,000 property? No. So don't do that. That's almost as bad as not even getting pre-approved and looking at homes, and then you're just gonna have a bad day anyway because you thought you were approved for this, but in all reality, when a real lender actually pulls your credit, or not even pulls your credit, once they look at all your documentation, the stuff that you give them, and you'll find out what you're really approved for, again, it's gonna be heartbreaking, and I don't want you to break your heart. So I'd recommend calling some lenders, getting in their office, interviewing a couple, see what they offer. And at that point, you can find out really what you can afford and go and shop for some homes. Now that you're just that much smarter, you have a real estate agent in your corner, you're pre-approved, ready to look at homes, my third recommendation would be to smash that like button. No, in all seriousness, those are the two main ones that I just want to touch today. That's going to put you miles ahead of just the average buyer that doesn't really know much about what they're doing. And it's really going to make the process a lot smoother if you just hire the professional to take care of the stuff that you're probably don't even want to do. And again, hiring a real estate agent, at least to represent you as a buyer, is totally free. I would highly recommend doing it just so you have someone that's in your corner backing you. And when it comes to getting pre-approved for a loan, it can be a little inconvenient and a little exposing, but I'd highly recommend doing it so you know exactly what you can afford. You're not wasting any time looking at any properties that you're just not gonna buy. So give that dirty little lender exactly what he asked for, find out exactly what you're gonna be able to buy, and get started. Once you get going and you know exactly what you can afford and what you're looking for, the process just cleans itself up and you can tend to find a property a lot faster once you have everything wrapped in that little box. You know what you're looking for. Now, if you stuck it out to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, that notification bell. If we're on YouTube and on Facebook, just hit that like button. Do it. Do it. With the shameless plug out of the way, go out there and do epic shit, and I'll see you in the next video.